Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Fab's in the house and welcome back to the channel today. Look at this, I'm in the house with these two bad boys. Right over here I got the Large Nirvana 4.0, right over here I got the Large Nirvana 3.0 for a quick comparison review right in the house. But hey, don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe right over here to the channel. And you know what YouTube really likes? If you leave me a comment down below and let me know that you love this video or even like you hated this video. Doesn't matter. Just let me know what you guys think. Give me your feedback and I'll be cranking these videos out. So let's go ahead and start. Here we got the Large Nirvana 4.0 and this is the 3.0 previous version of this pretty iconic knife from Peter Rassenti, Canadian knife maker, master of the integral frame locks, as you can actually see. So let's go ahead and start checking, going around the knives and seeing the differences. Like the first of all, the new like tweakings regarding the frame is like you can see from this angle over here, which is longer and a little bit less angled than this one. So more rounded off this area. Also, you have a little bit of a change like in this curvature over here, which now is a little bit more like straight than this guy over here. The biggest difference is going to be the lock bar access. So in this case, in the new one, you see the lock bar sticking out a little bit more, whereas in this case, it's just barely sticking out. So that's one improvement. In fact, you can see the curve right here going down and here being more gentle and hiding a little bit more of the lock bar access. Also, if you check on from this perspective, you're going to see the different milled area for the axis of the lock bar. It's like a half moon, like a elliptical one, whereas here is just like a classic chamfer which ends in that way. So from this perspective you might be able to appreciate it more. And then, as you can see, the groove like shrunk a little bit. You see, it's a little bit shorter on the 4 and just a little bit longer on the 3. And then we go back to the heel where we find one more angle. So a little bit more rounded off, as you can see from over here. So this wasn't really like a hot spot, but I guess right now it's just like a thing of the past. It's just gone. And then if you analyze the curve on the back, to me, it pretty much looks the same. You can actually appreciate the different heel from this angle as well. If we turn the knife around, you're going to see that the lock bar hasn't really changed that much. There is one subtle change, which is the lock bar relief, which has shrunken again, shrunk. As you can see right over here, you see like that, where you have the signature, it's like smaller. That's it. And the thinness is pretty much unchanged. So these are the changes that I can see on the actual frame. The pivot position didn't change. The clip actually did change. This is very different one. And this is, yeah, this is my neighbor like drilling the hole, of course. Hear that guy, yeah, drill away. Anyway, sorry about that, guys. Check the pivot, check the pocket clip like that. From this perspective, you're gonna see maybe like over here. You're gonna see the different in length for the ramp, in and out. You're gonna see the different thickness, you're gonna see a different profile, so everything changed from the pocket clip perspective. And if we check the blade open, we're gonna see that of course we got the same gorgeous iconic drop point, thumb hole, nice belly, straight edge, hollow grind, blade, but there are some changes. For example, let's start from the jimping. So if we lined up like from the lowest part like that, you're gonna see like this. Maybe you see like that. You see the pace, like the size, the spacing is different. So different jimping. The newest jimping is a tad shorter. If you check the swedge, you see starts for both at the end, at the beginning of the jimping, and then goes down. But the swedge on the 4 is wider, a little bit wider than the 3. Mainly, what is maybe you can see from this point of view is that the hole also got smaller on the 4. It's a little bit bigger on the 3, and as you can see also the primary bevel got smaller. So here it just doesn't even touch the hole, whereas here the hole just reaches the primary bevel. So that's something also to notice. I don't know if that's like a hand because these are hand ground blades, so or if it's just like the new primary bevel is going to be a little bit shorter. So the blade is actually like the same, the blade is the same height, just the the primary bevel just got a little bit less tall, I have to say. Also the belly, as you can see, it's a little bit more angled now. Not tanto, but this is more gentle belly in the 3 and a little bit less gentle on the 4. Everything else pretty much checks out. You got a very, very different beginning of the blade here, so that's just a tiny difference, but everything else pretty much checks out. I just want to do a final test, which is not that meaningful because, I mean, the weight, here we have Dama steel, Mokutai, so it doesn't really matter. It's just like that I'm curious. This is 4.28 and this is 4.42. So it's not that the newest model is gained weight, it's just that these are different materials, so it's not really meaningful, this comparison. But for what concerns the sound, that's the 3. And that's the 4. But again, the materials are different, so the sound comparison, it's not properly significant because this is Mokutai, this is titanium. So the ergos are improved, I have to say. It was already good, but the fact that he added an extra angle here and a little bit more room for the disengagement of the lock bar is just like a stellar thing. So there you have it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. And thanks for watching. Stay tuned.